All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. 2025 PKC National Championship. We'll let some guys go through, or let some guys get on here, and then we will go through some of these cards. I've got several first round cast winners. Had a good pleasure hunt. Got back to the clubhouse. We were getting results in real time. Shane is going to sit down with me here in a little bit. We're going to do an impromptu PKC this week while we're both here. We'll give it a couple minutes. Let people going to get on that are going to get on. Thanks for staying up late with me. It is 11 p.m. Central Time on a Thursday night. I know most people are going to be in bed, but you guys share this around and they can watch it in the morning. You see panel members, you see Shane on the phone in the background. We did have one question come in tonight, and I think just one. And the person that made the question did lose, I know. Question on what dog struck first. Panel went with the judge and the other cast member, and that was that. Big thanks to Tyler Compton. He sent me updates on his cast tonight. He had Rain, Man, Fire, or I'm sorry, Fame and Ava. Fame is your winner there. Congratulations. I'll have to find that cast. Can't remember what number it was. Beautiful weather tonight. Coons were moving. Probably be some decent scores coming in, and there have been. Pretty typical for Aurora. Two coons going to get you a cast win most of the time here. See if I can find that cast. With Tyler Compton and Man Among Boys, so I can make sure and get those scores written down. How's everybody doing tonight? You guys hear me okay? Oh, it was Logan. Logan Ray was hunting Fame. I knew that. I just couldn't remember. Justin Perryman, he was hunting Buckle Bunny, aka Ava. Tyler Compton, Man Among Boys, and Chad Rogers with Rain Dance. There's Butch. There's Jim Nanny. Jim, good seeing you again in here today. Yeah, that is cast 211. We have Froggers, Stylish, Fame, Logan Ray. Good to see him back in the hunt. Behind Fame, not Bit. Of course, most of the time you've seen Logan, it was behind Bit. But Fame is your winner with Logan Ray there in cast 211. He is moving on to the late round. Now we will go through the cards that we have. Cast 225. That is Ruby, Rock, Jack, and looks like Pat. And it is Red Hill Ruby, Caleb McDonald. He is your winner there in cast 225. Congratulations to him. He is moving on to the late round. He had two coons, score of 250 plus. He was 25 and 75 and 25 and 125. And that is enough to get him on to the late round. Moving on, cast 220. It is Dual Murphy with Jack and Coke. He is your winner once again in the early round with Jack. 100 and 125. Only coon he treed. Looks like Speed Demon and Doug Langston, they tree a coon for 50 and 125. Bronco trees a coon for 25 and 125. And 10 Cup, he makes a circle tree and also trees a coon for 25 and 125. So 225 enough for Dual Murphy and Jack. Congratulations to him. He's headed out late. Cast 206. It is low income. Little TJ McCulley Jr. Congratulations to him. He is in for 25 or 100 and 125 out of the truck. And then he goes on and trees a circle tree. Everybody else withdraws. Only coon treed. He had Trevin Dill and Boone, Josh Watson with Man in the Box, and LJ Travis Carlock. Congratulations, TJ. He's headed out on the late round. Cast 216. That is Weed and Crashing Out. Bookie, Bartlett Kimbrough, Hurricane, Alec Hummel, and Ramblin' Hooker Chance. And it is Bookie once again. Timber rattling Bookie and Bartlett Kimbrough. They move on to the late round as well. They won early last night, lost late. So Bartlett, no doubt, wanting to get in tonight or he's going to have a tired dog. Let's see. Moving on now to cast 208. It is Bayou, Macon, Playboy, and James Hughes. He is your winner there. He trees two coons. 325 plus his final score. He is 100 and 125 and 25 and 75. Looks like the Black Cadillac and Ty Flanders, they tree a coon. Two coons as well, and a circle. Let's see. Yeah, 25 and 125, 25 and 125. That 100 strike out of the truck is enough to get Bayou making Playboy over the hump. Congratulations to him and James Hughes. And the last one we have is cast 204. That is Heather Island Dock Holiday. Danny Peters behind the wheel there. Not Brett Denny, not Paisley Denny, but Danny Peters, and he is your winner there. Doc goes 50 and 125 and 25 and 125. He trees two coons, but takes 125 minus. So that gives him a score 200 plus. Have not heard back from Lane's cast yet. I will find out soon enough, though. I've lost Christy. She's the one been sending me the cards. We also do have a cast winner in cast 201. That's the one we had the question on. It is Rock Steady Rowdy and Jason Martin. He is moving on. He is a winner over D. White Yoakum and Kyle Dortch, Shooter and Mike Winstead, and Honeybee Jesse Alexander. So congratulations there to Rock Steady Rowdy. So yeah, that's what we got. I will give Lane a shout real quick and see if he is moving on to the late round. So yeah, we still got several cards left to come in. We'll be on here for a little bit, so hopefully we'll get some more updates for you here pretty quick. But yeah, hunting was good tonight. Good weather. Every cast coming in with plus points so far. You're not going to see Salem scores here, but you're going to see good scores. You're going to see some good scores. There's plenty of coons to be treed. These are just 90-minute casts too. They're not 2 hours. We'll get Shane sit down here with us here pretty quick. I did go to the woods. I turned Ralph loose for, I think he was loose for about an hour. Couldn't hunt too long. I'm gonna go hunting again after I get done with this one. Turned Ralph loose. He made a couple trees. Had a good hunt. Put him up. Turned the pup loose. She struck some junk in there about 300 or 400 yards and ran it for probably 45 minutes. And I assume it was a deer because where I picked her up was about 1.7 from where I cut her. And that was it. Picked her up and come over here and got ready to do this live. Weed got in Monday night and then he hunted Crash tonight. He lost early tonight with Crash, but he got Mo in Monday night, doubled up Monday night. 150 is what he had in the late round. So no word from Strickland, no word from Krausen. Duel is in the late round. TJ McCauley in. So we've got a winner in cast one. Cast two, we do not have nothing yet. That is Caden Smith and Baby Tank. Bud and Seth Jacks, J. Wow Mark and Collar Owen Shelby. Frogger's reproducing, Mike Corney. Does his name start with a PH? Because I really don't like. That's the only thing I don't like about Frogger is everybody has to start. It's hard to read when you're half dyslexic like I am, and then people start throwing PHs and everything. It really throws me for a loop. Frogger is a very good reproducer, one of the top reproducers, no doubt. So yeah, still a lot of results left to come in. I believe we have 8 casts out of 30 that we have results for. All right. Mike Fields. Remember what cast he was in, Christine? Good to see one of the hometown guys get in there and get some W's. And I seen James and Zach drew each other. Two guys from the same club drive all the way out here and draw each other. That's bad luck. Both hunting hunter dogs. I believe Zach was hunting Bonnie tonight. Of course, James hunting Wizard. Shane, where'd Christy go? Because we're not getting any updates. John Burden is your winner. Anybody, anything else? Huh? Derek Nettles? You're up here in a second. All right. We do have Sean Burden. He is a winner. Derek Nettles is a winner. I do not have those cast numbers or the cast in front of me. Doug Hefner and Hooker, winners. There we go. Coming in fast and furious now. See another card coming in right there. We'll see who that is. What cast number? Jason Russell, 228. He is your winner. He just walked in the door. Yeah, he was hunting a flat rock dog of some sort. I've no doubt. I can't remember what Sean was hunting. I will find out though. All right, cast 228. That is Cody Barrows and Nova, Justin Wallace and 10-4, Turking it up, Jason Russell and Seth Wright. Got your winner there. Mike, with circle points, I'll take it any day of the week. I've got way too many cards in front of me. That is Northern Cash Jr., Jeff Nelson, Tweaked Out Jared King. Of course, Little Mike and Mike Fields, they get the win over those dogs, as well as Will Deloach and Wipeout, Jen, and Juice. So some good late round matchups starting to develop for sure. I see Shane's just over there not doing anything. Maybe we should get him over here and do a little PKC this week. I think we will. Shane Patton, the world wants to talk to you. You don't, but that's okay. All right. Christy just go home and go to bed?
I think so. She may have quit. I don't know. She's here somewhere.
Shane, how's Nationals going so far?
Really, really well. Turnout's great. Glad to be back here. I mean, it's people talk about the nostalgia and all that, and it is. I mean, you walk back into where PKC was born, basically. I mean, it's where it all started, right here.
This is probably the last place you ever want to cast.
I don't think I won any here, so we're going to go further than that. But
when was the last time PKC had a major event in Aurora?
2008.
Yeah,
is what we came up with. The ice storm that wreaked havoc here was in 2009. Was in late January, February, 2009. So the World Hunt 2008 was the last thing here.
Yep.
And then, as people know, the ice storm was. I mean, it was crazy. The devastation and the damage it did. I mean, the timber was destroyed, and it wasn't. PKC wasn't ready to leave Aurora at the time. They just didn't have a whole lot of choice at the time. And Salem's been great ever since. That's not a slight to Salem, but Aurora was home.
Yeah.
And Mother Nature had other plans.
Well, it worked out pretty good. You figure we love Salem, but we wear it out too.
We do.
Spring Super Stakes, Fall Super Stakes, World Hunt,
Yep.
and then Nationals. It's not going to hurt to find another place for a major event, and what better place to come back to than right here, where we have all this hunting,
Absolutely,
all these dogs. And I assume numbers are up from last year.
Numbers are up. Last night, the Wednesday night at Salem to the Wednesday night here, it was 46 more dogs here than at Salem.
Good.
I actually didn't look tonight, but if I remember correctly, don't hold me to it, it's somewhere around 18 or 20 Thursday to Thursday last year.
Yep.
And from Friday to Friday, it's probably going to be up quite a bit too, because last year on Friday, Salem dropped off quite a bit from Thursday to Friday. So, and I know there'll be some guys go home tonight. I understand that, but I suspect we'll be up again. We're going to be up for the week. One thing that did change this year, and it was basically due to some date restraints. We didn't have any qualifiers for this year's Nationals. Last year they did quite a few qualifiers. So obviously the numbers are a little skewed. Yeah. As far as total entries for the Nationals, last year is going to be more because there was 6 qualifiers.
Yeah.
So next year hopes are get the qualifiers set. September is jam-packed.
Yeah.
Between us and UKC stuff, every single weekend in September. And July and August are pretty rough.
And it's important to have good numbers at the qualifiers, because you don't want a guy going to a qualifier and then not having the same competition that you would have at a hunt like this at Aurora, and then being able to advance to Friday night. You want to have a good early round, good late round, good competition, stuff like that. So
we don't want to have a qualifier and every late round cast is 3-dog cast, or I realize we have 3-dog casts here that if the numbers fall that way, but you want a fair level playing field. Yes. Everybody's got to win 2 casts, get to Saturday night of the Nationals. We want it that way across the board. So yeah, we want good numbers at the qualifiers, good numbers here, and it's been great. Like I said, the Hardin Club, I hadn't missed a beat since 20 years ago or 17, whatever it's been. Satellite clubs been great. Haven't heard much LBL complaint at this point. I'm sure we will.
I just got in from the LBL, had a good hunt.
Yeah, you won the cast too, didn't you?
I did. Only time I won a cast at the LBL. I was the only dog in it. But there is a big difference, just as well as I do, of turning 1 dog loose in the LBL versus 4 dogs loose in the LBL. 'Cause You get one dog that jumps a mountain, and then all of a sudden the cast is a mess. One dog swims a
Absolutely.
lake, cast is a mess.
Absolutely.
But as a whole, it is nice to have it there. It's 120,000 acres of public ground. You're going to be able to eat up 4 or 6 casts, there every night. Guys don't have to drive very far, so it is good. Christy, we thought we lost you there for a little bit.
She didn't quit.
But no, it's been a good week so far. Numbers
Absolutely.
are up. Everything's good. Not a lot of questions. How many questions you have last night?
0.
And the one tonight?
1 tonight. Knock on wood. 1.
That's good. That is good.
Yeah, it's been a good week so far. Hopefully it continues. Things are looking good. It's been a good week.
Another thing about Aurora is, it's a little farther for the northern guys as opposed to Salem, but it seems like the southern guys, that are in the Louisiana, Alabama, Georgias, the Oklahomas, they really show up when you move this thing just an hour and a half, a couple hours south.
Yep.
That makes a big difference for them.
Absolutely. And like not to pick on any, but Louisiana, there's been a bunch of Louisiana guys up here. Not saying they wouldn't have came to Salem, but that 2-hour drive closer makes a difference.
Yep.
It does make a difference. And there's guys from everywhere. It's not, it's not like the South is where everybody comes from, but it definitely does include the South a little more.
Yep.
I mean, that 2 hours does make a big difference. But they're from all over. It's been a good turnout. There's been a lot of visitors, and we talked about it before we ever had the hunt. Me and David Dow were actually talking about it earlier. Lots of hunters, lots of visitors coming back, coming in.
The fairgrounds, or the fairgrounds, I guess, the tennis center's packed.
Absolutely. Packed every day.
Packed all the way to the top up there by the tennis courts and everything on the outside courts and all the way up there on the west end
think
and everything.
Tom had some pictures earlier, kind of standing back here looking, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of hunters here. We've got a great crowd.
There's a lot of people,
but there's a lot of people that are here just soaking it in again, and they've wanted to have an event here for a while, and it just wasn't ready. It just wasn't right. But the time's come, and we're glad to be back, and it's been a good 2 days so far, and I think tomorrow will be great.
Mr. Ladner wants to know who won Mr. Eddie Simmons' cast. Is those results in yet, Christy? Do you know?
Eddie.
Yeah.
What you say? Yeah. Derek Nettles?
Oh, that's the one, Derek Nettles.
Derek.
Let's go through it real quick. They were talking, Shane, about scores.
Okay.
You're not going to have the same scores here that you do at Salem.
Absolutely not.
Is it bad hunting?
No. It's different.
Are you going to run into an absolute coon zoo every now and then like you do at Salem? No.
If you do, it's that one cast.
Yeah.
It's that one cast.
It's like, what was it, Christy? Pontiac?
Last night, Drake
Pontiac had a huge score last night, 3-4 coons or something like that.
Exactly. Three singles, and I think got a piece of a fourth one. The scores are not going to be the same.
Nope.
Just like they're not going to be the same if you went to Texas, to Louisiana, to South Carolina, to Illinois. It's just going to be. Salem's some of the best hunting in the country.
Yeah.
They got. I don't really.
And
there's not a bad spot.
It's been there long enough that the guys from out of state have been going up there for 10 years now. They're judging, or they're guiding.
Oh,
they're picking spots. You're taking Ryan Crossan from Oklahoma to a spot where he's going to put you in a bunch of coons. Brett does the same thing, puts us in good coons in a lot of different spots like that. And nobody's really done that here for a long time.
That's right. But I can remember when it was here, it was the same way that it is at Salem right now, as far as you had guys from Oklahoma, Texas, South Carolina, all guiding here. And it's because year after year after year, they get to know the landowners. They get to know the terrain.
Exactly.
They make buddies with them. And these guys that are guiding at Salem, they're not over there just trespassing on ground. They know the landowners better than we do. They're like, "Hey, Johnny."
Yeah, they go to those same spots.
Exactly.
And they know where the coons are, but that hasn't happened down here just yet because we haven't been here that long.
Give it 2 years.
Yeah, give it next year.
Yeah. Next year
you'll
all
shopping right now. They're all shopping.
You're right.
They're going to be knocking on doors and making calls and all this
in
stuff.
2 years, you'll see a lot. Next year we'll start, and then in 2 years we'll see a lot. And they're probably not watching, but the city and the tourism board have been great to work with here, getting everything set up, helping us get the tennis center lined up, getting some motels blocked, because this place can get busy in the fall time of the year. We got a wedding going on. There's all kinds of stuff. So
There is the Moonshine Festival over
yes,
there
there you
too,
go.
Saturday night.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
may not be available Saturday night. I'm just telling you. There's already cars and campers and stuff packed up there for the Moonshine Festival.
Well, and there's two weddings. We got
Yep.
two weddings going on at Ken Lake State Park. We got the Moonshine Festival, and you got a college town that's 15
Yep.
minutes away. So I mean, it's definitely this is a very small town, but
There's
a
not
lot
a lot that
going on.
happens in Aurora, but there's a lot that happens all around
Exactly,
Aurora.
exactly. Aurora is
Yeah.
a very small little community, but they're surrounded by activity
I was
constantly.
looking at spots to turn loose for tonight this afternoon, and I went by the Wranglers area out there, and there's some good coon hunting out there too. And I used to hunt it back in the day, but I ain't turning one of these. My dogs ain't ever seen a horse. I ain't turning. That thing is packed full of horses and
Yeah,
trailers.
yeah, it's a busy place, and then they got the fishing tournaments.
Yes.
There's none
Yep.
going on at this time, but
They
it's
had
a
a
busy little
sailboat
place.
race today.
Really?
Yes.
What'd you finish?
I third. It was a two dog. It was a two boat race. I managed to finish third. But no, it's been an awesome week so far. I'm happy to be back at Salem. I know PKC and you are happy to
Absolutely.
be back at Salem, and it's going to be a good week and
It's gonna be a great week.
looking like it's going to be the future of nationals for the
Absolutely.
time being.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Baz, I hate to say it, we do appreciate you coming and covering us.
I know you do. Yeah, I know you're just trying to suck up in front of all the people, but he's abusive whenever the camera ain't on. I feel like a battered wife. All right, Jay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you,
Appreciate
buddy.
bud. Yeah.
All right. Guys, that is Shane Patton. That was our PKC of that out and put that up there for the podcast too. We got some more results coming. Past 228. That is Jason Russell and your winner there over Nova and Cody Barrows. Big 10-4, Justin Wallace and Jag Seth Wright. Once again, two coons, 50 and a quarter, 25 and a one and a quarter, 50 and one and a quarter, and then he had a circle tree as well. So turking it up. He moves on to the late round with Justin Wallace. Congratulations. And Derek Nettles, game changing. She is your winner there. Two coons, 225 on a coon, 150 on another. No Gamble Gunpowder made it a fight. She was under two coons as well, had a score of 300. Clear Creek Jewel, Doug Douglas, one of my favorite dogs. She trees a coon, trees a circle tree. And so they treed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coons on that cast. Pretty decent cast. Then we have cast 211. We've already talked about that one. That is Fame and Logan Ray, but I have the card in front of me now. Fame looked good. 50 and 25 out of the truck. They all must have turned loose on a hot coon out of the truck because Tyler said they all piled in on the first one. And then Fame went in and treed two more alone, had a score of 375 plus. We were talking about Lane Denny earlier and Shot. Shot treated in. Breaker 1-9 and Zach Burden, they treated in. Wipe 'em out Joe, that is Jacob Robertson. She trees two coons and Rent trees one coon. 300 plus is your winner there in cast 215. And that is all I got for you so far. Oh, I just heard word from John Strickland. He is your winner. He is headed into the late round two with Ann. Let's see what cast John was. I do not remember. I'm not going to thumb through them all. All we do know is Ann is moving on. Dean McGinn, I do not know who won that cast yet. Yes, Heike Yeager, aka Blue Ticker, is right. It was Champ, Mike Bynum. He had that hunt. He kept that dog for about another month. He is owned by Kevin Rash, last I knew. Kevin Rash buys all the good blue ticks, and Champ was a good one, for sure. Butch says, I'm the best. Thank you, Butch. I appreciate that. Words of encouragement always welcome. You do see some of the early round cast winners in the background there. You see the PKC staff hard at work. Those are your panel members over there as well, but no questions coming in, so that's always a good thing. Yeah, we'll stick on here for a few more minutes, get a few more cast results. Thank you guys for staying up late with me. We will do the same thing tomorrow night. I know I'm going to stay on here for another few minutes and then I'm going to go hunting again. It's hard not to go hunting when there's 120,000 acres of ground you can do whatever you want with, just right over there across the bridge. The LBL is not a great place for a cast in most places and most times. I've had good hunts in there, but for just one dog, two dogs, man, it's a lot of fun. It's just nice to have all that room. And that spot I hunt, I never see, which it's been years since they've had major events here, but they just don't have, I never see casts down there. Yeah, Champ was a good one. I think he kind of struggled in a crowd just a little bit. He had a little too much downtime when you turned him loose with, three dogs. Mike Corney, no, it is not flat. Where I hunt, as long as the dogs stay in the bottom, it's flat. 219. Thank you, Christine Fields. She is on top of it. It's 218. 219. That is the winner of McCoy Sullivan and Creed, Faith and Bo Kelly, and James Tyree with Willie Make It. Congratulations to John. He is moving on to the late round anyway. Yeah, Heike, you should have came. I think Mike Polkey might come down and hunt tomorrow night with me a little bit. We'll see. But I mean, it's when you look at it, it's um, but it's clean timber, clean white oak timber. There's a lot of bottoms, a lot of hollers. There's corn in a lot of it. There's probably hell. They just shelled that corn today when that I hunted tonight. So I know it was standing yesterday, and when I turned loose there tonight, it was cut and combine was in the field. So yeah, Ralph was loose for an hour. Took him probably 30 minutes to tree his first one. Um, Little slow there. He probably was, I don't know, 6/10 or so. And then he was 300 yards off the road. I drove down the road, walked in there to him, recut him. He was struck and treed 10 minutes. I let him tree there for probably 10 minutes, 50 yards off the next road, and went in there. He had another coon, knocked it out to him, and went and turned the pup loose. Before the tornado, my buddy said it was the best coon hunt he had ever seen. Mike Corney says, now, let's not get carried away. It's okay. It's okay. If you expect to come down here and just tree 15 coons in a night, you're not going to. You're not going to. But it's not bad hunt. You can tree some coons. You can hunt 5, 6 hours, tree 5 or 6 coons most nights. In my experience, especially this time of year, I wouldn't want to hunt it in the summer, but when the acorns are falling, I think it's a lot easier to get some coons treed in here. I've never hunted it in the spring that I remember. So yeah, I wouldn't say it was. It may be the best your buddy's ever seen, but it ain't the best I've ever seen. But it's not bad, and there's plenty of it. Oh, thank you, Miss Christie. Bringing some more cards in. Thank you. Yes. All right, cast 203. That is big time T-Bone Jake Bingham. He is your winner there. 300 plus. Two coons once again. He had a circle tree and two coons. He's your winner over Brantley in the Coon Buster. Looks like Brantley made two circle trees. Nathan Walsters and Shine treed one coon, one slick, and Neosha River Cruise Kevin King. He trees a couple circle trees there. So congratulations to Jake Bingham. He is headed to the late round. Cast 225, we got Red Hill Ruby. That is Caleb McDonald. He is your winner there. He is a winner. We've done this one. I think we've read that one. We had that picture sent to us. Got the card now. He treats 2 coons. He's your winner over Daryl Guest, Rodney Green, and Ryan Meeks. Ooh, there's Steve Yant and national champion Wipeout Farmer. Can they make history once again? He is your winner there in the early round, 200 plus, 75 and 125. The only other dog to tree a coon was Jameson, and that is Chase Morgan, and he is at 150 plus. 202. Where did 202 go? I think this is it right here. This is it right here. Seth Jacks is your winner there with Wipeout Bud. He's a winner over Baby Tank, J-Wow, and Collar. You know Slew Bottom Collar. He got in the finals of the Super Stakes a couple years ago. He's got 15,001. J-Wow, 106,001. Baby 15,001 after his Super Stakes win, but none of those are the winner. It is Seth Jacks from Abbeville, South Carolina, and Burroughs Wipeout Bud. He is a 21 model, and he is headed to the late round. Cast 230, it is Hardiman's Willie, Chris Hardiman. He is your winner there, 175 plus. Fatty treed a circle tree, 100 and 125 out of the truck. He was treed again with a coon, but Anthony said it didn't do him any good, and he never even treated him. Randy Minner and B, they make a couple mistakes, got some dashes on the card, and little Lacey, Casey Maggard, she makes one circle tree. So it is Willie, Chris Hardiman. He is your winner there. Then we have Heather Island, Jack and Coke. We've already done that one. So that should catch us up. That's the results we have so far. Yeah, back to the LBL. What we need, and Crowville has it. Crowville's got a bunch of public ground that's good, but when you're going to have a major event and you got to stack a bunch of casts into a place, it's getting to a point now with the way deer hunting is and all that stuff, and us wanting to have hunts in October, we're going to have to find some places with a lot of public ground. And Aurora, Kentucky definitely fits that bill. All right, let's see. We have this card here from cast 214. Your winner there. They treat some coons in this cast. It is Snooky's Jersey Girl, Devin Williams. Binghams are showing out tonight. Devin hunting Jersey Girl. Of course, that is a Bingham dog. She looked good, 300 plus, 75. She had 75 miles and still managed to tree 2 coons and pull it out. 25 and 125 plus, 100 and 125 plus. Flip tree to coon. Trump trained trees 2 coons. Struck for a quarter on both of them, and maxed out Dow Jones trees 2 coons as well. 5 coons scored on that cast. Very good cast of dogs. Oh my gosh, they sent me this one upside down. Good grief. This is a good cast to know too, because this is late round rock. He is your winner there, Tracy Bailey. Tracy going to get 2 dogs in this week. He got Power Slam in last night, but he is your winner tonight over Battle Axe, Mary Jo, and Steady Stacking Sweetie. That is Will Wall, Robert Burns, and Clifford Boo Boo Rivers. Axe is a hard one to beat, as is Rock. Rock put on one of the best performances I've seen down at the. That was actually our very first Cane Stream video. If you guys go back to our archives a couple years ago, and you go down to the first video we posted, I believe, and it was late round Rock just treeing the heck out of them. I got it already. Yeah, thank you. Bailey and Rock, they are your winners there. There for a while, anytime I put a camera on that dog, he won a bunch of money. Billy was always wanting me to go with him. So yeah, that's what we got so far. What a good time to be back at Aurora. Who all hunted here back in the day? PKC, Futurity, World Hunt, Truck Hunts, CHKC Hunts, World Hunt anyway. A lot of history here at the Tennis Center, and it hasn't changed much. They do have half of it closed off. Used to, you walked in, the whole thing was open. Took you forever just to walk back to the scorer's desk. At least the last time I was here. I only got to come once or twice whenever they had the World Hunt. I wasn't even a PKC member the first time I come down here. Glenn Gore was here when the PKC World was here. Yeah, Mike Corney. The good thing about the LBL is there's plenty of room. Don't have to worry about the deer hunters or any of that. Plenty of room. But there's probably only 4 or 5 casts going into the LBL. But I mean, man, you look around. I know the coon numbers aren't like what I'm used to. Here at my house, if there's trees, there's coons. And sometimes when there's not. And so it's hard. It took me a long time to figure out just to make sure and tell the world that Doc won, so Paisley knows. I already did mention that. I already did mention that. Doc Holliday is your winner. I said Brett and Paisley not handling him, which I think Paisley does better with him than Brett, but who knows? So yeah, the good news is there's plenty of room in the LBL and there's plenty of room down here in Aurora, but a lot of these guys aren't hunting there. A lot of them are going all the way to Paducah. They're going to other places. There's a lot of public ground up around Paducah too. We have plenty of yeah. There's tracks like that in all places. Arkansas National Forest. You think of the Ouachita National Forest. It goes all the way into Oklahoma. So yeah, but when you're in those places, you really got to scout. You got to scout just like you would deer. Took me a long time to figure that out because where I come from, so you just if there's trees, you turn loose. There's coons in them. Not that way in the Mark Twain. Yeah, Jim, I bet there is. I've never seen any hog sign up here on the north side. Are there any bears in the LBL? Because my gosh, bears been eating people like crazy in Arkansas. 2 people killed in the last 2 weeks. So yeah, a lot of history here for sure. All right, we got another card. It is Cast 207. That is a pale faced stranger and Luke Williams out of Chucky, Tennessee. He is your winner there. He beat some good ones too. Cliff Hoy hunting Spice Girl, Ashley Hopkins hunting Dice, and World War Z Josh Jones out of home of Hoop and Taters Feed and Hunt Supply, Tellico Plains, Tennessee. Looks like 200 plus was your winner there, and he did tree the only coon. Took 100 minus, treed 2 coons. Took 100 minus. He is your winner there with Paleface Stranger. Paleface Stranger, he is a 2020 model, $9,000 worth of earnings. That is going up now. A lot of locals, not necessarily local, but close enough. You figure Luke Williams, he is in Chucky, Tennessee. Cliff Hoy, Herndon, Kentucky. Ashley Hopkins, Shelbyville, Tennessee. And Josh Jones, Tellico Plains, Tennessee. Tellico Plains, definitely not local. You want to talk about rough hunting? Ooh, it sucks out there. Beautiful country, though. I need to get out there with Hoop and Tater and go bear hunting. They've been wanting me to forever. And also, if you guys do come to PKC Nationals, Super Stakes, Autumn Oaks, even any major event or any little event, don't tie your freaking dog out and let it bark all night. Jeez. Is that what happened, Mike Corney? 70-pound cub killed an old man on a tractor. Them things must be getting brain worms down there or something. I've been around bears a lot when I'm down south and out east in Wisconsin and stuff. I've never even seen them. I've never even seen one unless it was above a dog. Only bears I've ever laid eyes on in my life were trees. What? What cat? Thank you, Shane. Jackson Marlowe apparently won the cast he was on. 229, 229. Let's see who that is. Jackson Marlowe, the man with the best pipes in coon hunting. He is your winner in cast 229. He is a winner over Pontiac. 10 out of, or Silver Dollar Phil, Dr. Phil, Boo Boo, or not Boo Boo. I see Clifford and I think of Boo Boo, but this is Junior. Clifford Lincoln and Oiled Up P. Diddy, Zach Vaught. Congratulations to Jackson Marlowe. He is headed to the late round. Yeah, that is an odd story, Mike Corney. That is different. But you never hear black bears killing anybody. Black bears are usually, I mean, they're just a giant coon. They're pretty docile. Hell, I've been trying to get my black bear tag in Missouri for 4 years since they opened season on them. I can't even get a tag. Can't even hunt them with dogs. That all may change, though. I look for Arkansas to maybe up their bear tag numbers after a couple of fatal incidents. I don't think you can hunt them with Arkansas and dogs with dogs in Arkansas. But I think you can bait them. You can't even bait them in Missouri. You're supposed to just stumble into them and get lucky, and that's the only way you're going to kill one. I think they just give 50 tags a year, and maybe 10 bears get killed, something like that. But yeah, Thomas Wilson. Yeah, there's Tom behind us there. We need to get him on the live. A staple at most major PKC events, Mr. Tom Wilson. So they're listening to a question right now, I believe. No, they ain't listening to a question. They're just listening to some video. Mr. Eddie Simmons holding court over there. No, Bone Pile Lane did not make it in. I actually do have that card. He did mention it earlier. But Lane Denny is out. JoJo won that cast. Went over that just a little bit ago. He was hunting shot. I don't know if he's going to hunt shot tomorrow night too, or if he's going to go with juice. I do not know. He thought about entering juice tonight and having me hunting, but then he thought he would save his money, which is probably wise. I haven't hunted with juice since he was 9 months old, but I bet he's pretty easy to call. Be my guess. We got our first late round matchup. It is Jason Russell turking it up. 10 out of 10, Jackson Marlowe and Hardeman's Willie Ty Flanders. Late round going out. One of those dogs will be headed on to the quarterfinals. That should be a good cast. I know turking it up. Coy Watson was hunting him the first time I'd heard of him. Ten out of 10. That's a 17 model. That dog's got some age to it. Hardman's Willie, a 2020 model. But Turk, 16,001. 10, 8,001. And Willie, 18,001. Ty Flanders, Dublin, Georgia. Good luck to those guys headed out in the late round. All right, guys. That is about it for me from PKC Nationals. We've got most of your early round cards in, but not all of them. Not all of them, but all I'm going to read. Thanks you guys for staying up late. Appreciate it. We will be back on here tomorrow around 6 p.m. 6:30 for the call out. We will be back on again around 11:30 for your results from your early rounds. And then as the week goes on, of course, we will up the coverage. Oh, still got another one coming in hot. Two more cards. Let's go through them. That one I already have. I already went through it. 207. That is double paleface stranger. Your winner there. And it's a new one, cast 217. That is Kansas top notch Blaze Bauer shifter, Jody Weaver, Rowdy, Krista Barrows, and Cricket Allen Gullett. And your winner there is, oh man, the old man, Shifter. Shifter comes in $180,000 one for Shifter. He is a 15 model. He will be 10 years old if he's not already. And Jody Weaver and him, they come in 100 plus. Oh no, I said it too early. I didn't zoom out. Shifter was second in that cast. Well, I thought Shifter won. It is Cricket, Alan Gullett. Alan Gullett is your winner. Gullett's Oakwoods Cricket, Perry, Arkansas. Congratulations to him. Dog looked good. 25 and 125 plus, 25 and 125 circle, and 25 and 125 plus for a score of 300 plus. He is your winner over Rowdy, Shifter, and Blaze Bauer with Top Notch. A couple of black and tan legends hunting this week, and that is Blaze Bauer and Jeff Nelson. What's this card here? We have cast number 232. That is Tyler Jackson with Lane Frost, Hard Rock Rod Vincent, Diamond Shane Wheat, and Diva. They've got Diva's handler cut off. I will find it. That is cast 232. Should be easy to find. It'd be towards the back. That is Ransom Palmer. That is who Sandlin Diva, and it is Little D, aka Diamond, and Shane Wheat. They're your winners. I believe they won early last night too. 400 plus on 3 raccoons. He takes 100 minus out of the truck. I assume he either struck the wrong dog or he got snatched battling, but then goes on and trees 3 coons, and it didn't matter anyway. So yeah, congratulations, Shane Wheat. He's moving on. Let's see. We've already announced that winner, but we have not looked at the card. It is Jason Martin and Rowdy. He is your winner over D. White Yoakum, Kyle Dorch, and shooter Mike Winstead and Honeybee Jason Alexander. He trees 2 coons for 325 plus. Shooter also had 325 plus, but loses on tiebreaker, according to this. Yes, and that would be correct. And looks like honeybee, trees a coon, and a circle. Door to withdraws after tree and a circle tree too. So yeah, congratulations to Jason Martin. That's where the question was on that cast. It was about where a dog struck, but it didn't have any bearing on the winner anyway, because looks like Rowdy would have had the tiebreaker, even if they, yeah. Don't know. All I know is Jason Russell is your winner. Congratulations to him, or Jason Martin is your winner. Congratulations to him and Rowdy. Hey, the Binghams are really showing out. Buck Creek Crows scream Jack Bingham. He is your winner early as well. So his dog, his son, and his dog, and his dog that he's handling all win the night. He is your winner over Eddie Parker and Crazy, Sissy Jeremy Lee, and Storm David Hausler. No word on Trigger yet, John Thacker. I have not seen that card come through. Have seen Jason Himes a couple times, but do not know if he is a winner or not. Winner or not yet. It's getting late. Starting to slur my words. Starting to stutter a little bit. That happens. We're an hour deep into this stream, so that's usually about when I start getting confused. Yeah, I think that's all we got. We're gonna shut her down. We're gonna be back tomorrow. Oh, nope. Christy's still sending them. Every time I get ready to shut her down, I get another one, which is good. Let's see what we got here. We have Strickland's card. Antree's two coons, 300 plus. Winner over Creed, Faith, and Willie Make It. Looks like Willie treed a coon and a circle tree. And then Ann was the only other dog to tree a coon, and she had two of them. Congratulations to John Strickland. They're on a roll. He needs to get that late round win. Needs to get that late round win. You get her in that late round and you get her in, she's going to get deep into this hunt. Hard little dog to beat. She's just very consistent, very good about having her coon. If there's two coons win a cast, that's how many she'll tree. If it needs three or four, then she seems like she's been doing that too. So, all right, let's see what we have here. That card we've already seen. That is Collar, J Wow, Baby Tank, and Bud. And Seth Jackson, Wipeout Bud are your winner in that. All right. Now I think I'm finally shutting it down. Hope you guys enjoy the coverage. Really appreciate you staying up late with me. All that good stuff. Make sure we ain't got nothing else coming in here anytime soon. Christy's on her phone. See if I got anything coming or not. That may not have been to me. All right, guys. Appreciate you. Live from PKC Nationals. I see Randy Fagley coming in with, let's look at Poppy's card. I believe he is your winner. Fagley, bring that thing over here. Tom can't hear you. Poppy, of course, coming off a Super Stakes championship. Randy Fagley, Mark Hall. Shane, will you get me that card that he just handed in, please? We'll look at Poppy's card, then we'll shut it down. I did not have that card in, but I do know Randy Fagley is your winner. He has been on quite a roll here lately, too. John Randy hunted with him, stuff like that. He's always been really good about packing a coon dog. Now it's him and the team of Hall and Fegley. Mark buys Poppy. They get together. Thanks, sir. And she put up a good score, 400 plus. Winner over Ryan Krausen and Liz Lippers, Diamond Meg, Ethan Sebastian, and Triple Creek Ziva, Darian Martin. They score on 3 coons. Liz has a coon. She had another one at the end of the cast, but didn't matter anyway. Even if she had it, it wasn't going to be enough to win. And Poppy, she is your winner, 400 plus. Says Liz has $0, which I know that is not the case. She has won a pile. Yeah, congratulations, Randy Fegley. He is headed to the late round. Just needs one more to get in. But Poppy, if you guys remember right, you go back and watch that Super State. What was it? The seniors, the senior Super Stakes. A Poppy is a 21 model. Yes, so it had been the senior Super Stakes just a couple weeks ago, and Poppy struck for 100, and man just did not get treed and did not get treed and did not get treed, and I never thought she was going to get treed. I didn't. 25 seconds left to go in that cast. She sets down the trees finally, has a coon, wins it. It was a crazy cast. Crazy cast. Good cast of men and fun one to video. But that was very cool. But yeah, Mark bought Poppy, I believe, at the World Hunt, if I remember right, and bought her off Randy, and he hunted her some. And now Randy's handling her again. Obviously, a good team. Mark, a good dog man, too. He knows what a good one is. He shopped around pretty hard before he bought her, and that was the one he wanted. And apparently, he made the right choice because she has been winning, and she won a tough one tonight. So, all right, that is it. Now I'm finally wrapping it up. Thank you guys. Appreciate you staying on with me late. Remember to tune in tomorrow. Share these around. Let everybody know where they can see us too. That's important. A lot of folks are like, I didn't even see that. You're really doing that? I never seen it. Well, now we know. 50? 50? What? Yes. Is that all you needed? So Christy making fun of me instead of doing any actual work. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. PKC Nationals live from Aurora, Kentucky. Signing out.